Happy Saturday, y'all. How's everybody's Saturday going? I accidentally muted myself. Par for the course. How's everybody's Saturday going so far? Anybody check out the Senior Bowl today? Yes, 2 lives in a row. 2 nights in a row. Me and Miss CB are going shopping today. After all of this. All right, standard music check, everybody. How's the music sound? Is it too loud? Am I drowning your ears out with hip hop and trap type beat selection? Hey, what's up, Eric? That's my guy, Eric. How's your Saturday going, Brody? Faith in the building. What's happening? Oh, little bro, Canes today. What's happening, Canes today? I know you're happy. Canes Hoops got a dub today. I know Canes today is thrilled. Y'all go follow Canes today on Twitter. Check out his page. Check out his website. Does a lot of writing, a lot of good stuff. If you're a Hoops fan too, he's one that will keep you up to date with the hoops. Him and Hoodie Girl keep me up to date with everything. Hey, Canes. It's good to be a Canes. Good day to be a Cane, I should say. Got a commit last night. A couple really dope recruits on campus today. One being 4-star corner from Chaminade, Chris Ewald Jr., recently decommitted from Michigan. He's on campus today. Hey, Will from 305 Sports Now is in the building. One of my faves and a reoccurring, is that how you say it? Reoccurring guest on the Halftime Chalupa and Friends stream. Y'all go follow 305 Sports Now on Twitter and check out his YouTube. Also, for those of you that are in Miami, he does a lot of Dolphins content too. So it's not just Canes content. And Heat content as well. For those of you in Miami. I know. It's too late. You tried to save me. You couldn't. Hey, I'm drinking water again. 2 streams in a row. I completely finished that big old water. If there's proof to be had, I finished it. 2 streams in a row, I'm drinking water. Somebody tell Joe. He won't believe it. Oh, it happens to me so much, bro. The mic thing happens to me so much. They know this. Ooh, going dancing tonight. Okay, that sounds like that's about to be a fun time. Anybody else have any cool weekend plans? No cool plans for me. I'm very tired. But we are. Missy B's getting a new phone today, and then we're gonna. Ooh, the Patriots are in talks with former Giants. Somebody did not get the rest of that. Y'all see Cliff Kingsbury isn't interviewing for the Raiders OC job anymore. I wonder. But I wouldn't get rid of Bieniemy. But I guess they're going to get rid of Bieniemy and probably bring him in because to work with Caleb Williams, if they can get Caleb Williams. I think that's the idea. I don't know. I like Kingsbury. I don't think a lot of people do, though. Because when I was talking about him the other day, people were like, he's not a good OC. I was like, I thought he was okay. I thought he was decent. Oh, man. We have that in common in the 713 and the 832. Down here in Houston, it rained overnight last night really, really bad. And then I think it's going to rain. It rained again during the day. This morning it was raining, and I think it's going to rain again tomorrow. Yeah, rainy days make me just want to chill in the house and watch Netflix and watch movies. And we're in the middle of watching Echo. We haven't finished it because we've been watching Parks and Rec. So we haven't finished Echo yet, and we need to probably do that later tonight. Any of y'all checked out Echo so far? Apple or Android fan? I'm actually not a fan of either. I have no brand loyalty. Neither one pays me. So I always say I have no brand loyalty. I've had both. I've had Apple going all the way. Android going back to the HTC. Y'all remember the HTC with the little kickstand? Then I had the first iPhone. And then I had iPhones up until 4. And then I switched back to Android because the Note had the leather back on it back then. And I had Android for some years, and I switched back to iPhone. I just switched back and forth. I'm not really loyal to either one of them. I like them both. It just depends, really. Whichever company brings back a leather back to their phone can get me, like ASAP. But Missy B is Android. She has an Android phone. I don't think she used to have an iPhone. She don't care for them no more. She's team Android, if you asked her. 100% team Android. Hey, what's happening? We're in the building. So we're here to celebrate a cane that I didn't get to do a live stream for. Those of you that were rocking with me on my early Twitch days when it was weird, not weird, but we were struggling. We did a stream for OJ Frederique, but I wanted to do one on the YouTube channel because I know he's not someone that gets a lot of publicity and not a lot of people have seen his film. For anybody in the chat, has anybody not seen Romanas OJ Frederique's film? Let me know in the chat. I think that'd be dope, like to just help expose some Canes fans to him. He's not someone that gets a lot of publicity, and I think he's really good. Former receiver, so his ball skills are crazy. He's only listed at 6 foot, like I think 6 foot 176, so 6 foot 180. But man, like he's lanky. Like I thought he was like 6'1", like 6'1", 6'2", just because of how long he looks. Yeah, there she goes. She's telling us she's an Android fan. Oh yeah, but she has a MacBook and an iPad. That's right. I forgot. I'd be forgetting about that. Got to Lamar Thomas and Horace Copeland Jr. I'm not sure what that means, but it sounds like it's exciting. Oh, I've seen the Samsung Fold. I haven't messed around with it. I used to do that a lot. Like I would go to the stores and mess around with phones. I haven't done that in years because they're all the same now. They're just the chocolate bar. They're just the, standard phone. I say this every time I talk about phones, but if somebody can build or give me a Sidekick 2 with today's technology, I would literally use a Sidekick 2. As long as I could have like today's technology and like Wi-Fi and Twitter, I would 100% use a Sidekick 2. Like that's like one of my weird dreams, is to make enough money in the world to where I can hire or like contract some tech person to retrofit a Sidekick 2 with today's technology for me. I'm sure it'll cost like a stupid amount of money, but I would honestly do it. You have not seen his film. Cool. That's awesome. I like that we can expose the Canes fans to somebody that, we all know, but maybe everyone didn't check him out. He is from St. Thomas Aquinas, so he's coming in the summer with Chance and Ryan Mack and Jordan Lau. We got all 4 from there. Oh, you got to meet them. That's dope. How was that? Let us know how that was. How did me and Miss CB meet? I've known Miss CB. I moved to Houston in 2001 from New York when I was a kid. And Miss CB was her name is Steph. I'll just call her Steph because her name is Steph. I met Steph in the 6th grade. When I moved here in the 6th grade, and I met her in the 6th grade. We were in choir together. So we were friends basically from the time I moved here. And we were just always really cool. Like we dated when we were kids. Like I think were we freshmen, moms, when we dated? We were like freshmen or I don't know, something like that. She gives me crap about like I broke up with her when we were like 13 years old or something like that. Yeah. But we were friends all through high school. We were in choir together. We hung out in the same circles. But she had a boyfriend all through high school. So like I never like hit on her or anything. And then after high school, a couple years after high school, we reconnected just randomly, like on Facebook, and we just started talking one night, and then we just never stopped talking since then. Like 12 years ago or something like that. We started talking one day again, and I haven't shut up since. And somehow she has not left. I don't know how. But yeah, that's basically the Cliff Notes version. Oh, thank you. I plan on putting more of my stuff up here. I just haven't got around to getting all the stuff over here. But for those of you that are not fans of the nerd stuff, Mando, Iron Man, Star-Lord, and Boba Fett, and y'all can't see it, but there's actually a Canes helmet up here. And then for One Piece fans, this is Blackbeard. I haven't opened it yet. It's a statue. a statue of Blackbeard that I haven't opened. And then down there is we used to umpire, and they used to give my dad like all these trophies. So they're not my baseball trophies; they're from us umpiring. See, but yeah, big nerd energy here in the room. Yeah, I still catch hell for that, man. Man, I bet they look tall. Cause we be thinking, you see somebody on TV, you see like 6'5", and you're not really sure like how that looks in person. Somebody like 6'7", 6'6", you're giants. Oh, no problem at all, man. That's our story. It's quite interesting. One of these days on one of these other streams, I'll go into like more detail. But yeah, that's our little love story. I started talking one day and I never shut up, and somehow she still puts up with me. She does. She's actually at home right now. She's about to go. I think I said this already at the top of the stream. She's got to get a new phone today. She broke her phone a couple weeks ago, and she's been like holding out. But I think she's just annoyed with holding out now. Which, I mean, in today's day and age, if your phone is kind of messing up, you're just annoyed. So, what are you getting? I think she's just gonna get the upgraded version of She don't like the Note. She likes the Galaxies. So I think she's just gonna get an updated version of the Galaxy. But back to I commit. 3-star DB Romanas Frederique Jr. Again, 6 foot 180. He'll be coming in the summer with the rest of the 8 STA boys, so he will not be an early enrollee. Let's look at some of his offers that he had. He had some of the good ones, are the ones that we care about. Actually, he had a lot of good ones. West Virginia, FIU is obviously DVD, which I would imagine DVD had started recruiting him probably really early in his process. Florida State, Houston, UCF. I believe he flipped to us too. He was committed to West Virginia. So he committed to West Virginia June 17th in 2023. He decommitted June 30th. And the day he decommitted, he committed to Miami. So I would imagine, like I said, that FIU makes sense because Coach DVD is probably super instrumental in his recruiting because he was on staff at that time, and Coach DVD has such a great relationship in South Florida with these DBs and receivers. So here's the scouting report for 24/7. They said as a junior, he made plays in all 3 phases, but he worked primarily at corner and receiver and handled the team's kick return and punt return duties. That's interesting. In 2023, helped St. Thomas Aquinas capture the Florida 3M state championship, totaled 28 tackles and 10 pass breakups per max preps, and also got snaps at receiver. So he's a former receiver. I think he's going to develop into a hell of a DB, man. Those ball skills, the natural ball skills he has, the length, the instincts, the range. Ooh. Wait, what? Oh, I bet it is. I'm curious to like how Coral Gables is. I've never been to Coral Gables. I've been told it's like we have an area here called Green Tree. It's like very wealthy and that sort of thing. I was told it's like that. Like it's a very wealthy upscale area. She said the new Galaxy is out. She wants a 24 Ultra, and it's supposed to be the Galaxy plus the Note. You know what I was thinking? We could go to the phone store after I record with little brother. I'm not gonna tell y'all who it is, but it'll drop next week. After I record with Homeboy, we can go because I'm actually recording after this for everyone else. I'm talking to Miss CB right now. This is terrible YouTube, but she's listening, so we could go to this to get your phone after I record, because we could probably go to Office Depot or one of those places, or even Walmart to get the cork board for your office. We don't have to go to Hobby Lobby. Up to you. It's chill, well-to-do Art Deco. Oh, nice. It's not a big city though, right? Coral Gables, like it's not a big city. If you could put one of those characters in the backgrounds into a defensive and offensive position, what players would they be? That's interesting. Are we saying Canes? Okay. Mando as a Kane? I'd say Mando would probably be like James Williams because he's tall. He's got that kind of James Williams attitude, and I also feel like James was a great mentor for the kids. Like, even like Antoine will post like old pictures of him, like when he was in 7-on-7, and James was, you know, the big dog on the block, the big 5-star recruit. He always seemed like he was a big bro, which like gives me the Baby Yoda vibes. Iron Man. Iron Man's hard. Because Tony has a personality that is hard to project onto a player. I don't know. Maybe Wespa Saint. Because I feel like he's like quietly like the heart of the team. Kind of like Iron Man's not the leader of the Avengers, but he's like quietly the heart of the Avengers. Not even quietly because it's Tony. These are easier. Boba is Kiko Malinoa. Because y'all remember the Boba Fett series where Boba, you know, he goes and he takes over Jabba's old territory. I feel like that's what he did for our room and our linebacker room, and he made it a better place like Boba did. So Boba's Kiko. And then Star-Lord is Jacoby George. Because I love Jacoby George and I love Star-Lord. Yeah. Oh, like linebacker or striker. Okay. Boba's middle linebacker. He gives me middle linebacker vibes. Kiko vibes. Star-Lord is definitely a quarterback. Baker Mayfield vibes, if not a receiver because of the dancing and the pizzazz, but he gives me like Baker Mayfield, Zach Wilson in college, Zach Robinson from Oklahoma State kind of vibes, you know, like that zesty quarterback. Mando gives me like DB vibes, like a big safety. That's why I was thinking James Williams. Iron Man 100% gives me receiver vibes. I know I said West, but he gives me receiver vibes. He's so cocky. That's 100% receiver vibes. The only people that are cocky like that are receivers. Nobody else is crazy cocky like that except for receivers. Hey, that's a good shout. Yeah. See, yeah, definitely receiver or quarterback with the flag. Exactly. He gives those receiver vibes, speaking from a former receiver. But for those of y'all that have not checked out our guy, Romanas Frederique, he goes by OJ, so we're going to call him OJ on the stream. OJ Frederique Jr. Let's get into these highlights, man. Let's see what we got. So we see him, looks like he's at corner here. React. Ooh, come downhill. Former receiver, but he is physical. I love that about him. Come downhill. Make the play. Oh, God. I got so excited, I turned the sound on. Y'all saw that hit? He body slammed this dude. Go ahead. Ooh, suplex. He suplexed him. Guess what I like to see? Press man. Me versus you. Let's check out the technique. Quick feet. Way to use your length. He's got long arms. Way to use him. Nice. Now we see him at receiver here. This is just him being an athlete. Fade ball. Great ball skills. Ooh, good footwork. Really good footwork there. Ooh, looks like he almost got two there. Or he did. Now we see him in a slot playing some nickel and zone. Go ahead. React. Check out the closing speed. Making a play. Great open field tackle. Let's go. Then the energy after the play. Okay, OJ. He got that swagger that we love to see. This must be a punt. Yeah, I think this is a punt. All right, let's see him. Taking it from the 1. Ooh. Split the defenders, hit the sideline, and be gone. Runs like a deer in the open field. He's got a really long stride, too. Peep the stride. Smooth runner. I bet he used to run track, or still does. He's got a really, really long stride. Press man again. Good footwork by the receiver. He remains unfazed. Beautiful. Squeeze him to the sideline. Fantastic. Be nice if he got his head turned around a little earlier. That's probably a pick. But I love it. Use the sideline as your ally. Squeeze him, squeeze him, squeeze him. Beautiful. Good job, OJ. Quarterback's in trouble. Come make the play. Fantastic. He gets his nose dirty, man. OJ's physical. For a guy that's a former receiver, he gets physical. Got to have that head on a swivel. All right, let's see what we got. Oh! Watch him break. He's just got very sound technique. None of the fakes. None of it works on him. Really, really quick out of his breaks. Explodes. And completely blows that play up. Fantastic work there, OJ. This is designed very weird, man. Because you're essentially hoping this guy can come out here and get this corner so he can come underneath for like the jailbreak. I hate this play design. OJ plays this fantastic too. Great work, OJ. Super physical. Plans to do a lot from there. Do not want to do it. I don't know. What? Venetian pool. I'll look that up. I think I know what that is. I feel like I've seen that on a video. That's hilarious. Oh, I do think I know what you're talking about. Stayed in his pocket. What I love about him too. So when I first watched him, I was like, I think it was his junior tape. I was thinking safety. But watching his senior tape, watching him in lockdown man and press man like this. Look. Ooh. Come on, OJ. Olay him. Come get under the block. Make the play. He's aggressive, man. I love the aggression. Press man again. Boy, something about them Florida corners. They just love being on an island, man. Again, through the double move and everything, he stays calm. Unfazed by it all. Smooth technique. Super smooth hips. Stays with his guy. Shut it down. Hey, he was on a homeboy. Receivers be thinking they open sometimes. At no point during this play were you at all open. Not even in the slightest. And that's not a bad route. A little too much. Sometimes receivers do a little too much for me. I feel like you should have just drove off the ball here. Tried to sell the go ball. But it is what it is. And OJ just draped all over him. Here he is at receiver again. We get to see the athleticism, the versatility. Nice. Catching traffic. Now, we know he's not scared of contact because we see him on defense. So, great catching traffic in the middle of the field. A lot of guys don't like doing the dirty work. No, here he is against Monarch. Ooh. Coming off his guy to make a play. This is just instincts and route recognition here. Comes off to make the play. Fantastic. Great job. OJ got it, man. We see him at receiver again. He likes the middle of the field, too. Catches in traffic. Gonna absorb the hit. Love it. Drag route here. Watch the recovery speed. Come get him. Let's go. Peep the recovery speed there. So they work the mesh concept. Works pretty good. Look at the recovery speed on OJ though. That's what I like. Hey, 21 people here. Hit that like button, y'all. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. 2 interviews dropping next week. Also, Tuesday night, I will be a guest on 305 Sports Now with Will. Talking some Canes recruiting, spring football, all that good stuff, transfer portal. Gonna do a live next week, and then 2 interviews are dropping. One on maybe Monday or Tuesday, and then one on Friday. An interview is gonna drop every Friday. If there is going to be a second interview during the week, it'll probably drop Monday or Tuesday. But every Friday, you're definitely getting an interview. So we see him as a returner here again. He just runs like a gazelle. Smooth, long stride, no wasted motion. How did he get through that? Great vision. Good patience there. So good patience there to slow that thing down. Just a little bit bogged down. Give just enough time for your blocks to set up. Oh my gosh, he almost broke that thing. Here we go again. Now he's in zone. Come make a play. Chop your feet and make a play. He is very well coached. Like, Ryan Mack is really, really known for his technique and how sound his technique is. OJ is very sound. Really good technique. Rarely out of place, chops his feet, breaks down just like they teach you. I just absolutely love that film. What did y'all think of that? For those of you that have not seen that, I'm going to run it back one more time. It hit the ad on me, so I had to. But we're going to run that back one more time. What do I think his 40 time is? I'm not sure, but let me see if he has one out there. He might. I'm sure he's done a lot of camps. I'm Googling right now to see if there's any camp results from him where we show a 40 time. While I do that, I'm going to run his highlights back. For those of you that are just coming to the stream, we'll run through his highlights one more time. But let me tell you something, man. I think his technique has gotten... Not that his technique was not good last year when I watched this film. But he's just so sound. He's gotten more polished. That catch there is fantastic. I think he would have been a 3-star receiver as well. He's a really good receiver. I think we got steals with him and Ryan Mack. Him, Ryan Mack, and Dylan Day as all 3 stars. I think all 3 of them are steals. You can tell if he didn't run track, he's just a natural smooth runner. But he looks, when you see him going down the sideline here, that looks like perfect track form. He was in this dude pocket, fam. Unfazed by everything. Smooth. Squeezes him to the sideline. I mean, I just absolutely love everything about his technique. And he gets his nose dirty. I love a DB that gets his nose dirty like that. Explosive out of his breaks, but smooth too. Not explosive to where it's like, damn, he shot out of a cannon. It's smooth. Man. I think we got a steal with him and Ryan Mack, man. Shout out to the DB coach at STA, man. Holy shit. I think I can cuss now. I think you can't. I don't know. Oh, by the way, super chats are active. I forgot to say that. You can send super chats now on the channel. I got my first one on the channel last night. It was pretty dope. And as always, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please subscribe to the channel. Like the video if you're in the comments. Check them react and attack. Love it, love it, love it. Very fast, very polished. I agree. 100% agree. How many recruits do I see in the 25 class? I think it's going to be a smaller class for sure. I don't have an exact number. I'll get back to you on that. But I do think it's going to be a lot smaller. The team is so young, like 62 sophomores and freshmen. Boom. Yeah, he definitely looks to have it. By the way, I'm 100% looking into this. I want to let you know that I am definitely looking into that. Me and Miss CB could definitely use a vacation. At least a 4-4, I agree. I'll ask him. Yeah, that's always it. Always is like that, right? There's always players that we hope pan out and they don't. Like I was high on Jake Garcia when he came in. I can't lie to y'all. I thought Jake was the future. That didn't work. Ooh, what you painting today, Brody? What are you painting today? Let me know. Thanks for hanging out, bro. Have a wonderful weekend. Have a wonderful Saturday, and go Canes. Don't work too hard. He does, right? He just looks like his fundamentals are just so sound. I'm very curious as to who that DB coach is, man, because his fundamentals are so sound. Even when it comes to open field tackling, and he breaks down, chops his feet just like you're supposed to. Like everything he does is how you would teach it. I'm very curious as to who that coach is. I gotta find out. I want to have OJ on the channel. OJ, if you're listening, I want to have you on the channel for an interview, buddy. Because this is some of the most sound technique. Look at that. That's what I'm talking about. This is what I'm talking about here. Don't add me. Yo, Huddle. Can I get a no ad version of Huddle? Please? For the folks at Huddle? Can you get me the no ad version of your platform? I would very much like it. Now, I wanted to show this last play one more time. Watch him here. So we're going to come off, break down, chop his feet. Y'all. I can't change the playback speed. If I could, I would slow this down for y'all. This is what I mean by his technique is so sound. So fundamentally sound. He ain't going for the okie doke. You know what I mean? Like, you're not juking him. You're not. He shows up. He's got great closing speed too. So it's not like he's lollygagging to the football. That 4-4 speed shows up. He closes quickly, breaks down, chops his feet, and makes the tackle. I just absolutely love his tape. I mean, what did y'all think? I'm absolutely in love with that film. The sound technique, the suddenness, the smooth hips, back pedal silky smooth, ball skills are excellent, physical and aggressive against the run, fantastic open field excuse me, open field tackler. Man, I think we got a steal there. Big shout out to Coach Adai for recognizing severely underrated talent like that and going flipping him from West Virginia, making sure he does not go to West Virginia, making sure he stays in Florida. Good anticipation. I completely agree. His instincts too. Man, I'm a big fan of his film. Big fan of OJ Frederique. I was definitely a big fan of his already, even before his senior season or during his senior season, obviously when he committed. But what I saw was his sophomore highlights or his junior highlights. So getting to see that evolution is pretty cool too. Getting to see how polished he's become is really cool. I'm a little not shocked or floored, just even more excited. I'm more excited for his development now. I cannot wait to see how he develops under Coach Adai, under Lance Guidry, and a guy like this with that versatility that you saw. I think he fits the scheme well. I mean, we don't have a lot of corners in the cornerback room, so you can just throw him in the cornerback room and have him there too. But we saw he can play nickel with that kind of range and that kind of closing speed and the ball skills. I firmly believe if he continues to grow, he could also eventually play safety. But I like him as a boundary corner. I like him on the outside. I really, really like that technique. But I think the ability to play nickel and to be aggressive against the run too is obviously a huge part of playing nickel. I think that'll get him on the field earlier in his development, early in his sophomore year. Obviously, special teams as well. Being a proficient returner will probably help get him on the field. But I'm very excited for OJ Frederique, man. I'm excited to see what he can do after he develops and gets in our system, puts more weight on, 10, 15 pounds of muscle. He's listed at 6 foot, but he looks really tall. He looks lanky. He looks like he's about 6'1". I said the same thing. I think because he's a little late to playing DB, he's more so like a DB and a receiver. I heard he was a really, really, really good receiver, like a really good receiver. If you watch his sophomore highlights, I keep saying sophomore. If you watch his junior highlights, you see more receiver, and he was a beast at receiver. Stupid vertical threat. I'm talking nasty at receiver. Crazy ball skills, those long arms, the catch radius was insane, and those skills translate, and they just helped him at DB. I cannot wait to hopefully get him on. I have had a couple conversations with him. When I wrote an article on All Hurricanes. By the way, shout out to allhurricanes.com. Go to allhurricanes.com. Support the members of allhurricanes.com. I work over there at All Hurricanes. Alex Dano works over there. Brian Smith, Lefty Liam, Hoodie Girl is also a colleague of ours over at All Hurricanes. So go support All Hurricanes. Where did I get? Oh, I wrote an article for All Hurricanes after I forget one of the games. It may have been A&M, or it was another game that all the commits were there, and I reached out to him for a quote. So I want to have him on the channel. I'm very curious to see like that transition and playing more DB, how he evolved and got more comfortable, because he looks more comfortable on his film this year. He does not look like a 4-star corner. He looks like we got a steal. I think him, Ryan Mack, Dylan Day as 3 stars. I'll keep saying it. And Cole McConaughey, steals. Absolute steals. Yes, I think that's the thing, is I'm curious as to why he was not listed as an athlete. He probably should have been listed as an athlete, and to me, probably should have been a 4-star athlete. I agree, Ro. He should have been listed as an athlete. That's a good shout. That's a super, super good shout. So anybody, before we get out of here, anybody got any questions? And also, y'all check out the Senior Bowl. Check out the Shrine game a little bit last night. Matt Lee looked absolutely fantastic. I didn't get to see a lot of Leonard Taylor, but then again, I was like preparing like posts and stuff while I was watching some of the game, so I didn't watch all of it. Talia looked really good from what I saw. I watched most of the Senior Bowl today. Cam looked good out there. That DB from Oregon, he nice. He got crazy range. You must have balance in life, right? Do good and do bad. Ask him who gave him the most trouble. I will. That's a good question. Coming from Florida, he's probably played everybody. What am I most looking forward to in the 2024 season? I will answer that right now. But this is a great question, because coming from South Florida and playing 7-on-7, he's played against everybody. Kobe Howard, Nashawn Montgomery, Josiah Trader, Jeremiah Smith. Last year on the circuit and football, played against Ennis. And yeah, that's a great question. I'll ask him. What are you most looking forward to for the 2024 season? Great question. What am I most looking forward to? I'm most looking forward to the offensive creativity. I want to see how the offense evolves with a quarterback like Cam Ward, how the running game evolves, more RPOs. I'm very curious to see the receiver rotation, because I want to see guys like JoJo get on the field. I want to see guys like Shamar Kirk, Robbie Washington. and Ray Ray get on the field. I'm also very curious to see the rotation at linebacker because you got the Bash brothers, Marcellus Pulliam, Popo Aguirre, and Malik Bryant. I call them the Bash brothers. You got those three, and you still got Kiko. You got Elijah Alston that you brought in. You still got Wes Basaint. So I'm curious to see what the linebacker rotation looks like and what the receiver rotation looks like. That makes sense. That makes sense. I hope he gets well soon. Shout out to LT, man. Get well soon. Cannot wait to see you balling at the next level, Brody. Hopefully, whatever it is, it's just something nagging, and they probably just wanted to hold him out. Probably smart. Because, you know, he still got the combine coming up. Yeah, the replay should be out. I'm pretty sure they'll put the replay on YouTube as well. Usually, I'm pretty sure they will. In today's day and age, you can find it on YouTube. You can probably find it in about a couple hours. If I find it, I'll tweet it out. Yes, I want to see more up-tempo this year. I want to see more space. I feel like we didn't see enough space last year. I want to see us utilize space a lot more. Get the ball out to guys in space. I think it'll behoove us to get the ball in the hands of guys like Ray Ray in space and Robbie and Shamar Kirk and even Jacoby George. Jacoby George is nasty in space. I want to see him get the ball nasty in space. I am texting one of our commits right now that I am recording with after this. One of my good friends. That video should drop Friday. Very curious to see how our offense is. PJ says, me too. The reason why is because I feel like personnel-wise, we didn't see a lot of different personnel groupings. Obviously, the elephant in the room, I want to see the tight end get involved. I want to see Riley Williams be a bigger part of the offense this year. I want to see 5 to 7 targets to the tight end. But I just want to see space. I want to see creativity. Cam Ward throws a fantastic deep ball, so I want us to continue to go vertical. I'm just curious to see, like PJ said, how the offense is, how creative it is. I believe Shannon Dawson is a creative offensive mind, and I think we'll see it this year. I want to see that. Yes, I want to see 4 wide receiver sets. I want to see 5 wide receiver sets. I want to see 2 running back sets. Oh, here's a biggie. Running back screens. I want to see running back screens. I want to see Chris Johnson getting the ball in his hands in space. Big fan of Chris Johnson. PJ says he thinks JoJo's going to go crazy. Me too. JoJo's probably my favorite in the class. I'm a big fan. Y'all remember that JoJo stream? When he committed, I was headbanging and everything. No problem, Brody. I'll probably rewatch it too. That's why I know I'm going to find it. Hey, thank you, Corey. I appreciate it. Hey, y'all have done very well supporting me lately. Thank you guys so much, man. I almost did a backflip last night. I got a super chat. I was like, what? I forgot I could do that. They were active. I forgot to tell y'all could do that. By the way, you can super chat, but you don't have to super chat, by the way. I will answer your questions if you just ask them in the comments. Rose says he saw where Cam wants to run more of a pro set offense to prepare him for the league. Yeah, he wants to be under center a little bit more. You can still be creative, though. You know what I'm saying? You can still be creative. How many receivers do you think we take in the 25 class? I want 4. Because we're losing X after this year. If Jacoby has another good year, like I think he should, I think Jacoby's gone too. So I want 4. I want 3 or 4, but 4 would be nice. If I could give my top 4 that I want, Nashawn Montgomery, Toby Howard, Burnell Trey Brown III, and Jamie French. Nashawn Montgomery, Kobe Howard, Vernell Trey Brown III, and Jamie French, if I could give 4 that I want. His offense seemed predictable as a fan last year. Do you think they'll run more motion or eye candy to throw off the defense? I hope so. I hope they take a page from a little bit of what McDaniel's doing. Use Ray Ray and some of that cheetah motion and just more motion just to give a different look. Hey, we got another super chat. Thank you for the super chat, Sigmund. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out. I don't usually do these on the weekend, but I've been wanting to get this stream in for so long, and the thumbnail I had made is one of my favorite thumbnails. We're gonna do a JoJo stream next week on the channel. I don't know what day, but we're gonna do a JoJo stream next week. I sent in to get that thumbnail made, and then maybe even Elijah Lofton next weekend. But JoJo for sure during the week we'll do a live stream for JoJo. Thank you so much for the super chat, bro. I really do appreciate it. Cortez Mills, love Cortez Mills. Absolutely love Cortez Mills. By the way, I want like 7 receivers. I was just trying to narrow it down to 4 because I want different styles of receivers. I like different styles of receivers. There's also that kid from Bishop Gorman that I really like. I'm blanking on his name right now, but I really like his game. Can I do a backflip? No. Haha, no. I can like jump really high though. Like I can jump over things. I have like incredible hops. I don't know why. I've just always had bunnies. Like people don't believe me. I don't really work out anymore, but people don't really believe me that I'm athletic or that I can jump. It happens at work a lot. They'll be like, well, can you touch that? And then I do. And they're like, damn. I don't know. My knees will still hurt like when I come down, but like I could dunk now. I think I would shatter my knees on impact though. But I can't do a backflip. My brother can. I don't know if he can. When I was in high school, I used to be able to do a front flip. Steph always tells me I can't do it no more, but I used to be able to do it. Like I used to be able to like take like a not a running start, but like 3 quick steps and then like do a front flip. But I would land like the impact was terrible on my knees because I would land like almost in a squat. So the impact was absolutely horrible on my knees. That's funny. I'm sorry. I'm talking to a Kane right now about a recording later. I'm letting him know I'm taking stuff to get a phone. Take the one to get a new phone. Lil bro is at the beach right now. He's at the beach. They're all hanging out as a team right now. That's hilarious. I love that kid, man. That's my guy. Hey man, everyone like the video. Do what Miss CB said. Like the video. Any more recruiting questions? We don't have to shorten down the stream because I'm recording with bro a little later tonight. So momsies, we may be able to get everything done if you want. Everyone like the video. Subscribe. Oh, while we're here too, I think I have a weird snack. Oh, I don't have it. Oh man, sorry y'all. I had a weird snack. I didn't bring it with me because, like I said, we were supposed to be doing something later. But yeah, everyone liked the video. Any more recruiting questions? I'm here to answer your questions or any question. I don't care. Last time we were talking about movies. Oh, Miss CB asked him the question. So last time I asked, what's a movie you can watch 5 times and not get tired of? What's a TV show you could watch or you have watched multiple times and you still to this day won't get tired of? Oh, Cortez Mills. I had to re-highlight that. The Alabama running back you interviewed. What are our chances with him? Alvin Henderson. Hendo. Shout out to Lil Bro. Shout out to Hendo. High. Very high. Very high. Very high. Shout out to Hendo. Y'all go check out that video. It's a very fun video. I can't stop smiling because he's a great kid. But very high, honestly. Very, very high. He spoke so highly, just off the record too. We talked about the staff, you know, his interactions with Mario, and he really, I think he wanted Canes fans to know in that interview that just because, you know, our guy, that's my guy David, just because Coach Harris went on to UCF, which by the way, shout out to Coach Harris, that's my guy. Y'all know I got a little bit of love for UCF right now because they got little bro Antoine, but definitely supporting Coach Harris because that's my guy. For those of y'all that don't know, quick tangent. I have a relationship with some of the coaches, not all of them, some of them. One of the first coaches to like hit me up and like show me love and talk to me and was Coach Tim Harris. So I got a lot of love for Coach Harris, man. Um, Always supportive, would give me advice. Um, yeah, man, Coach Harris was just early on, like I'm talking like even before the YouTube. Coach Harris always showed me love, would always message me, ask me how I was doing. Same with Coach D Nick. I got a lot of love for Coach D Nick, man. Just always, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, how's the family? Um, I talked to Coach Harris today. It was announced. I messaged him, told him congratulations, told him how proud of him I was, and just told him, you got a fan in me. I've never really been a UCF fan before, but I love Coach Harris, so I'm definitely gonna watch and support, because that's my guy. And he never had to show me any love, or you know what I mean, or I'm not a scout. I'm not backed by some big corporation. I don't work for ESPN. I'm just a dude that loves Miami, that loves football and loves, the analytics or the X's and O's of the game. And I got a passion for recruiting and for helping give, recruits a spotlight. He always showed me love, man. He just always made time if I had questions. And would just randomly hit me, man, you're doing a great job. So I got so much love for Coach Harris. However, I say that to say Alvin wanted to make a point to say that, yes, he loves Coach Tim Harris. And I think that's why UCF is going to start getting visits from him, because he loves Coach Tim Harris. But he wanted to make it a point to say that he loves the staff. Like, he loves Mario Cristobal. Alvin Henderson loves the analyst, Coach Chaz. He talked about him. He talked about Coach Pop Cooney. He absolutely loves Mario Cristobal. That's his guy. So he wanted to let Canes fans know that just because we don't have a running back coach right now, it doesn't mean that like we're still not at the top of his list. He loves this staff. Really, really does. Check out the interview. He talks about the staff for like 30 minutes. Absolutely loves them. How do I feel about the cornerback position? Am I worried about depth? A little bit, only because the depth is young. I'm excited. I think Daryl Porter Jr., which, by the way, it's his birthday. Happy birthday to DP2. I think Daryl Porter Jr. is the best cornerback in the ACC. Fight me. And I think Damari Brown is the man. So I'm solid with our starters. Richard, obviously, coming off the bench. Getting Savion Riley. I think he can play some corner, too. I'm excited to see Robert Stafford in the spring. I'm really high on him. Super high on Dylan Day. We just watched OJ Frederique, who I'm high on. I just think we're young as far as depth goes. So hopefully the young guys step up. I'm all about throwing the young guys in the fire, though. Put Ryan Mack out there. Yes, I saw the video. I posted it. I posted the video with them kart racing. I love seeing the guys have fun like that. What player am I most excited about that has not gotten playing time yet? Has not gotten enough playing time yet. I'll give you one offense, one defense. On offense, it's Chris Johnson, the running back. Just true elite speed at running back. I think he's special. So definitely him. Any TV show, any new or old that you've seen 5 times that you or more, not 5 times, but you've seen more than once, and to this day they still entertain you. Like for me, The Office, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Sons of Anarchy. Those come to mind when I think of shows that I've seen 100 times and I could still enjoy to this day. L, what's happening, L? How's your weekend going, buddy? Oh yeah, let me see what Lil Bro said. That is hilarious. That's hilarious. That's funny. I want to know. Oh my God, have you learned how to surf yet? I wonder if they're teaching them how to surf yet. One of our newest Canes is he's adjusting to Miami. It's cool to see them enjoying it because they get there early. They got to, you know what I mean, embed themselves in the culture and everything. And it's cool to see the older guys taking the young guys and showing them the city and stuff. Rose says he was really impressed by Hendo's demeanor. Their interview was really well. Yeah. Oh man, he was awesome. Charismatic, full of insight. What I loved about him is the when he went on about his goals and about how important it was for him to set his goals, write them down, and kind of check up on them game after game. I love that. Missy B. Steph says her list of shows is Criminal Minds, Sons of Anarchy, The Blacklist, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, Friends, The Office. Damn. Smash that like button and subscribe to the channel. We're almost sure Cam will be our starting QB, but in your opinion, who will be the backup? Ja'Cory Brown. JB11. Because he's the future. That's honestly. I think JB11. I think Cam, JB. I think Emery redshirts this year. Cam, JB, Reese, Judd, who will also redshirt this year, probably. I want to see Judd get some time in garbage time now. I want to see my guy. By the way, early reports on Judd Anderson is he is spinning that mug out there. Early reports are fantastic. Apparently, people are raving about his arm strength, his accuracy. I'm so proud of that kid. Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Oh, Fresh Prince and Fresh Prince is another one. For cartoons, yeah, Family Guy, X-Men 97. I could watch over and over and over. It wasn't called 97 back then. It was just called X-Men, the animated series. But yeah, X-Men. Do you think Mario would go more into Alabama since Nick is gone? Yes. I think everybody is. But yes, for sure. We did good in Alabama last year. We came away with Cameron Bobby Pruitt and Cole McConaughey and almost came away with Kevin Riley as well. Yeah, I think we'll continue to go into Alabama. Especially because once you get guys like Cole and you get guys like That's hilarious. So I'm talking to Judd and I asked him if they taught him how to surf yet, and he said nah, he's too tall. Sorry, I'm texting her back. That's hilarious. I've never surfed. Hey, on South Florida, is surfing a big deal? I know the beaches are fantastic. Is surfing? Do people surf? Like I know in California, surfing's like huge. It's a part of the culture. Do people surf in Miami? But yeah, I do think he'll go into Alabama more. Let's start with Alvin Henderson. And then obviously, now you got the pipeline because you went up there and you got Cole McConaughey and you went up there and you got Cameron Bobby Pruitt. So you've built a relationship with those staffs so you can, come back and be like, hey man, what else you got for me? So I think so. But Saban still being around and Saban still being there to help, I think will still help Alabama recruit in the state of Alabama. I saw rivals. Sorry, I'm responding to a recruit. He's asking me about a camp. I don't know about this camp, but I can look it up for him. That's interesting. Sometimes I'm not as connected with things that are going on in South Florida, but I try to help the kiddos. Hey, Jonathan Carter got an offer from Louisville. Jonathan Carter is he's a 3-star athlete down there in Florida. He goes to Charles W. Flanagan High School. I'm really cool with his pops. He's really good. Like, really, really good. Real good DB. He was on campus. Or not on campus. Mario actually went to go see him in school a couple weeks ago. His offers are going crazy. He's been getting crazy offers lately. That's fantastic. Bro, I love when you see a recruit like that start getting his offers start coming up, like Gregory Zay Thomas. You saw like his offers just start going through the roof. It was so dope. So it's cool to see his offers start blowing up like that. I love stuff like that. Hey! That jersey is fire. Brody has a black number 20 on. That's fire. Did I hit him up about the interview? Not yet. I have not. I will this week. I kind of overbooked myself for the weekend. I wanted to do Jonathan's interview this weekend, but I kind of overbooked myself this weekend. I need to hit him up. I'm actually going to hit him up when I get off this. Leave me alone. I'm sorry, y'all. I was responding to some I'm doing Miami work. Surfing is not that big in South Florida. That's interesting. Oh, so the water's a little bit more calm in South Florida? That's interesting. Ooh, me too. Big Star Wars nerd. Andor, Ahsoka. Ahsoka's probably my favorite. Ahsoka is my favorite Star Wars character, but probably my favorite show too. Mandalorian, Kenobi, The Clone Wars. Kenobi was fantastic. Oh, I'm a big Star Wars Rebels fan too. I love Rebels. Rebels is probably one of my favorite Star Wars. 3 to 4 defensive tackles. Yeah, I definitely want at least 3 to 4. There's a few I like too. There is a few I really like. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming and hanging out, man. I normally don't do these on a Saturday. Maybe I should start doing more streams on like a Saturday afternoon. But as always, like and subscribe to the channel. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Dropped a new video this past Friday with 2025 4-star running back Alvin Henderson from Elba, the top running back in the class. Massive priority for Miami. Go check that out. 2 new videos will drop next week on the channel, either Monday or Tuesday. 4-star receiver from Chaminade Madonna, Denarius Gray. I'm going to drop that one. And then on Friday, it'll be an interview with a Canes commit, but I'm going to just leave that as a tease. I'll let y'all know during the week who that is. And on Tuesday, like I said, I'll be on 305 Sports Now as a guest, hanging out with Will. So y'all come hang out. Thank you to Sigmund for the super chat. Thank you for everyone for coming out, hanging out, commenting, showing love to Romanas Frederique, one of our Canes that committed in the 2024 class, who will be coming in during the summer. Absolutely loved his film. I cannot wait to see him develop under Coach Adai. I think he's going to be special. So y'all go show him love. I have his socials linked in the description, I believe. So you can go click those and go follow him and go watch his huddle for yourself. Other than that, that's all for me. That's all I got. Gonna go enjoy the rest of this day. Like I said, I got a recording with a 2024 Canes commit later tonight, so I'm gonna do that. Again, thank you guys for coming and hanging out. It's always fun. As always, be kind to everyone in the comments. Do not troll. Don't be a cow. And go Canes.